Good morning children. Welcome back to the English class. So in the previous class, we saw a few exercises from chapter 4. Today we will see the rest of the questions. So before we begin, let's revise a few grammar lessons that we have learned earlier. So what is grammar? Grammar tells us how words are to be used to form sentences. When you talk about something, when you talk about when a person did something or when something happened, you talk about it with reference to a time. So this reference to the time of happening is called the tense. So tenses tell us whether an event happened in the past or it is happening in the present or it will happen in the future. So there are three tenses: the present tense, past tense and future tense. Today, we will see the simple present tense, the simple past tense and simple future tense first. So, the simple present tense. Simple present tense is usually used when you want to talk about a fact, a general truth, or when you talk about a repeated action or a habit. Like in this sentence from the textbook, from the story, I go where my men go. It's a fact, it's a general truth. And what about simple past? Simple past is used to refer to an action that is already finished, that happened in the past. And here are a couple of sentences that show an example. Colonel Vasant stood by his beliefs. The Indian soldiers found a man hiding in the thick foliage. See, in the first sentence, the verb go. The verb is in present tense. And in the second set of sentences, see the verbs stood and found. These verbs are in their past tense form. Stood is the past tense of stand and found is the past tense of find. Now, the simple future tense is used to show an action that will happen in the future, that we expect it to happen. Simple future tense is used to refer to an action that will happen in the future. We expect it to become true in the future. Look at these examples here. His men will remember him as a great leader. He will drink filter coffee. You see these words will, remember and will drink. This word will here shows that we expect the mentioned action to happen in the future. So there's a structure to these sentences. See, in the present tense, the subject here is, or the subject means the person or the thing or the place we are referring to. The subject plus you have the base form or the present tense form is given, followed by the object. Now, in the past tense, the subject followed by the past tense of the verb and which is followed by the object. In the case of future tense, the subject followed by will, followed by the base form of the verb. Then comes the object. So there is a general structure or formula to these three tenses. Let's see that. For the present tense, the general formula is the subject plus base verb plus object. For past tense, it is subject plus past verb plus object. And for the future tense, the general formula is subject plus will plus base verb plus the object. Now keep these in your mind. And let's move on to the exercises. Below this box in page number 55, you can see the questions. Change the tenses as indicated and rewrite the sentences. One has been done for you. And the first question is given there. I'm late for school. In the brackets, it's given to simple future tense. You have to convert this sentence to simple future tense. How would you convert it? What is the structure? The subject plus will plus the base form of the verb. So how do we rewrite that? I will be late for school. Be is the base form of the verb am. So here we have added the word will, then it is followed by the base form of am, which is be, and then the rest of the sentence. Now let's see the second question. Let's do this one on our own. Question number 2. Rita is interested in becoming an engineer. To simple past tense. So the given sentence here is in present tense form. Rita is interested in becoming an engineer. So right now she is interested to become an engineer. We are asked to convert a sentence in past tense. So this is will become was. Let's see how we can rewrite that one. Rita was interested in becoming an engineer. The third question. To him, eats his lunch at 1 p.m. To simple past tense. The sentence given here is in simple present tense. Tuhin eats his lunch at 1 p.m. It's a fact, it's a habit. So you are asked to change that to the simple past tense form. So which is the verb here? The verb here is eat. You have to change the verb eat, which is in present form, to a verb in the past tense form. What is the past tense of eat? Eat becomes ate. So let's rewrite this sentence. Tuhin ate his lunch at 1 p.m. Now the fourth one, Kolkata was flooded after the monsoon. To simple present tense. So the sentence given here is in simple past tense. Kolkata was flooded. It was flooded in the past. It was flooded after the monsoon. So how do you convert that to a simple present tense form? Which is the verb here? Here it is was. So was is in past tense form. What is the present tense form of was? It is. So let's rewrite this sentence as Kolkata is flooded after the monsoon. Now question number 5. We will move to Jaipur in January. To simple present tense. So here the given sentence is in which tense? It is in simple future tense. We will move. Will plus base form of the verb. So when you change it to the present tense form, you have to take away that will from there. So how do you rewrite it? We moved to Jaipur in January. Now question number 6. Kamala disliked mangoes. To simple future tense. Kamala disliked mangoes. She used to dislike it in the past. So we are asked to change it to the future tense. How will you change it? You have to use the word will plus the base form of the verb. Which is the verb here? The verb here is dislike. So how would you rewrite it? Kamala will dislike mangoes. I hope this is clear to you. Now the next set of exercise is regarding listening for information. Listen to a story from the childhood days of Chandrasekhar Azad. Now put these sentences in the correct sequence. So right now, let me read out a story of the childhood days of Chandrasekhar Azad. Then based on that listening, based on that story, you have to number the sentences given here according to the correct sequence or according to the timing of happening of the event there. So let me read out the story to you. Chandrasekhar Azad was born in 1906. He went to Banaras to study Sanskrit. In 1921, he joined the non-cooperation movement. The situation became very tense and the boy was arrested. The judge asked him his name. He said his name was Azad, which means free. Each time he was hit with a whip, he cried out, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. He died at the age of 25. So, if you want to listen to it again, please replay the video, listen to it once again, then pause the video, number the sentences given here in the correct sequence and then we can come back. So, I hope you are done with that activity. Now, let's move on to the spelling exercises, which is in page number 56. Here is a list of similar sounding words with different spellings. Use the correct words to fill in the blanks. Here you are given options with similar sounding words. Let's look at the first question. Has dash seen my library book? Which one do you think is the correct option here? So the first set of options, anyone and anyone. Both these sound similar and look similar, but there is a difference in the meaning. When you write anyone without a space in between, it's a pronoun. It means anybody. But when you write anyone with a space in between as two words, it becomes an adjective phrase and it means any single one of a group of people or group of things. So there is a difference in the meaning. So here, which one do you think is the correct option? It is has anyone or anybody. Has anyone seen my library book? The word anyone without a space in between. Now let's see the second question. Dash person can come with me. So here you are supposed to use the phrase anyone. Any one person can come with me. It means any one person among the group of people there can come with me. Now question 3. Can I be of any dash? So here you can see the options assistant and assistants. Both these look similar, but the word assistance means help, whereas the word assistant means the helper. So here, what should come? Can I be of any assistance? Which means, can I be of any help? And question number 4, the officer served as an assistant to the general. Means the officer served as a helper to the general. And question 5, dash makes perfect is what my mother says. So that's a proverb. Practice makes perfect is what my mother says. You see the difference in the spelling here? The word practice with the ending CE. It is a noun. It is the action itself. It is a noun there, whereas in question number 6, I practice football every afternoon after school. So it is a verb. It means doing something repeatedly to improve it. So the word practice with the ending SC is the verb, where with the ending CE it is the noun. Now, question number 7, the train stood dash for a long time at the station. You have an option, stationary and stationary. Both these look and sound similar, but there is a clear difference in the meanings. The word stationary with the ending ARY, it means to stand still, not moving. So, the train stood still or train stood stationary for a long time at the station. For question number 8, I need to visit a stationery shop soon to buy pencils. Here, the word stationery means like a grocery shop. Children, I hope you are clear with these questions. Now, you have a few activities to be completed today. The first one, if you haven't completed the listening activity, complete that first, and then you move on to the speaking exercise, which is in page number 56. What would you like to be when you grow up? Share your thoughts with your classmates. For the time being, you can do this with your friends or family members. You may use such phrases, I have been interested in, I would like to be a, I have read books about so and so. So here some phrases are given which refers to the ambitions or dreams of everyone. So you can use these phrases to discuss your ambitions, your dreams, your interest with your partner. You can do this with the help of your friends or family members. Now, once you're done with that, you have to do the dictionary skills exercise, which is in page number 57. So there it is given how to use an online dictionary. And a set of words are also given there like picket, garrison, station, cinder, arms. You have to find out the meanings of these words given here using an online dictionary. You might be already doing this, but this is an exercise. You have to find out the meanings of these words and note down the meanings in your notebook. Now, the next set of activity, writing, which is in the same page, page number 57. Who is the most interesting person in your life? Map out their life and use it to write their biography. So, we have already learned about biography and autobiography. So, when someone is writing your story in their words, after you narrating it to them, it's called a biography. And when we write our life story in our own words, it's called an autobiography. So you have to think of the most interesting person in your life. You have to collect details such as their name, date of birth, family life, education, their achievements, their character. Get to know all these details and you have to write down a biography about them. A sample biography is given in the next page, page number 56, and it's a biography of Sarojini Naidu. You please go through that and write one similar biography about the most interesting person in your life. You can write that in your notebook. Now, below that exercise in page number 58 itself, you can see my word bank, where you are supposed to fill in the blanks with the words that you've learned in this chapter. Go through the story once again and you can fill in the missing letters there. So once you're done with all these activities, please do take a picture and send us through Teams. So that's all for today, children. We'll meet in the next class with a new chapter. Until then, bye.